video. But today I'm disking. I got the 9420 because they took this off dog cart because we got a new operator we're trying to train on it. And this tractor with that dog cart, it is really overkill, and it is kind of annoying to maneuver, especially around the trucks. And, you know, you got to be really careful because you do have to get really, really close to the trucks, I must say. So it's probably the best idea that we did put the 8335R on it. Although, like I said, the 8335R has a lot of drawbar height differences, which causes the part not to ride as good. But it can do pretty decent. But anyways, I'm up here on disking, right where we started playing, or started picking. Excuse me, I'm playing. Lord, I'm going back slam to April now. Can't tell, I got short-term memory sometimes. I don't always keep on everything. Back to where I was picking. First video I made, and you know, we had a little bit of mud issues, and so I'm disking in some ruts. Got this old 9420, you know, 30-foot disc, this tractor, you know, it don't really care. I was gonna make this video yesterday and make it a 2-part video, but I started out with the 9510R, and the 9510, we had the whole exhaust, because it's a regen tractor, it had the whole exhaust manifold took out of it. They had to burn it out or clean it out or something, I don't know, some fancy stuff that you can't do when you're out here. You gotta ship it off, I know that much. And they said it was going to fix it because they had a bunch of regen issues where it would just lose power and wouldn't regen. And you'd have to start it, cut it off, and start it up 3 or 4 times to get it to finally regen. So we were trying to fix that issue. Well, I made it about, I don't know, 5 hours yesterday, and that tractor decided, oh, I'm going to start doing the same crap all over again. And it died out, and it wouldn't pull this disc 2.5 miles an hour in the ground. That's how bad off it was. Give you a little bit of perspective on, you know, how weak that tractor gets. It's 500, a 9510R, so it's bigger than this 9420. This 9420, you know, cruising with this disc is 6.4, and I'm going 930 RPMs in 10th gear. That tractor wants to dog with it in like, you know, 10th gear, and it don't run 1850 automatic. But I hate it coming out. I like running that tractor and having the automatic power shift and that stuff that's in that tractor disc. I like that. That is a nice feature to have. It ain't got GPS, but it does have, you know, it's got the monitors and it's got the Bluetooth radio. That's nice to have, but I mean, we get what we do. The old 9420, I ain't never had this tractor give me an issue anytime I've ever run it. I've had issues with implements I've put behind it, but I ain't never had an issue that was actually the tractor. It'll pull anything you throw at it. I mean, it'll pull the chisel plow. It's an 18-foot chisel plow, 7-8 mile an hour. The 9510 will pull a chisel plow 9 mile an hour, but we got a 22-foot that we'll start putting them in, I think. The 18-foot with this tractor, so they'll both do like 7 or 8 mile an hour probably. And we can keep, you know, 2 chisel plows running versus one when we bed up cotton ground. That's the only time we chisel plows when we bed up our cotton ground, and it really does require us to, you know, have some sit time waiting on the chisel plow, because I mean you can fly with it, you're gonna 8 or 9 mile an hour with it, but it just ain't wide enough to have that speed as we want it to. So we do have to keep that in mind, but when all is said and done, it does a good job. We get it done. And we only do like 15 or 1600 acres of cotton. That's our smallest amount of acres of any crop we do is cotton. And, yeah. Let y'all watch the disc for a little bit. I like discing. It is a very relaxing job, but I'm gonna put y'all on a little montage, and I'll just let y'all listen to that for a little bit. Y'all watch the disc, and I'll get back on y'all at the end of the video.
good, Corn. Moisture looking like the same?
I'll give y'all a little bit of a layout of what I got going on. I got this articulating tractor. It's 9420, a little cooler. Yeah, just turning up some nice rich black dirt. I mean, it's a lot drier now than it was 2 weeks ago. I mean, it was slop here 2 weeks ago, and it's bone dry now. I'm glad it's finally dried up because we had rain for 15 weeks. We had over 2 inches of rain for 15 weeks straight. Another feature I like about these articulators is that deaccelerator pedal. That is a nice feature to have. Also, tight turning radius. I mean, I can't turn this tight with a Rotork. Everybody says they're easier to maneuver than this thing, but I always argue the fact that the articulator's got a lot better maneuverability than this tractor does. But I mean, to each for their own, I guess. But like I said, I know in the previous video I talked about us having that nice rich black dirt down here in eastern North Carolina, and it really is some rich black dirt. I mean, it's black. It's just like the guys in the Midwest near about. I mean, but the thing is, a lot of our fields have a thin topsoil, so that's why we don't mow bore plow, and we go away from using a disc ripper versus a chisel plow. Because we're trying not to pull up as much dead sand, because that's what mostly is underneath our soil, is dead sand. I mean, I don't know how many of y'all are history folks, but you know, back before all this land was conquered, you know, thousands of years ago, all of this was the ocean as well. And we got to be careful. I mean, that's one of the many challenges, is thin topsoil, so you can't deep plow a lot. But the other argument is, I say that our soil breaks very easily. I mean, that is some good breaking soil right there. I apologize for the dusty windows as well, because it is dusty, and I drove down a road this morning with this tractor because I had to bring it down. Here I didn't have it right here where the 9510R is at, but I've about finished this block here. I would have finished last night at like 8:15, 8:30, but that tractor broke down. I didn't have no help to get me moved around and get the other tractor, so I just quit for tonight and came back up here this morning. We'll finish this up, and then I got one little spot I gotta go disc again, fill in some ruts, and then I think I'm gonna get off of this and I'm gonna go hook the bat wing up to my 150, and I'm starting mowing some corn stalks. So as a little background on everything that we plant wheat behind, we use a shredder. So this had a shredder that mowed this, or a frail mower, and this is gonna have wheat planted on it, and we try and use the shredder because it mulches it up a lot better, so we can get in here and go ahead and plow and plant the wheat and not have a lot of residue issues. By the time we run the sunflower plows across this ground, the true tandem, I mean, it'll be immaculate ground. I mean, it's already pretty immaculate right now. If it gets a good rain on it, I'll go ahead and solid this disc ground up just a little bit, make it a little bit softer. It'll fall all to pieces. But you know, we have what we have, and we got to work with what we got. And I mean, that's farming anywhere, I think. But you never know. But, like I said, there's my disc. Probably ain't gonna be as long as the video today. I might record a little bit more, but I ain't got my drone with me today. Well, I do, but I ain't got the charger for it. Let me put it that way. And I gotta have a charger cord to plug into it, so I can't run it today, sadly. But I'm not really not having auto steer. I don't want to be discing and trying to run it at the same time. It's aggravating to do. I mean, I can do it. I did it with the auger cart, but I was on organic ground that day. No, it wasn't. I was on regular ground, but it's different. I was going a lot slower. But yeah, there's a lot I can go wrong here not paying attention to it, so I'm gonna stay away from that. But yeah, there's my black dirt. So hopefully the next video I'll probably be making after this is I'll be running the mower and mowing some corn stalks, and I'll probably just get on with some of that, and I'll probably be doing that, and I'll get into disc and do a little bit here and there. But I've got like, I don't know, 600 or 700 acres I know I'm gonna mow for sure. I don't know about anything else. The shredders will probably, I mean, the shredder is still working on some acres as well, so I mean, it's definitely a balance in that. But I mean, he's definitely gonna shred anything that's gonna have wheat planted on it, that's for sure. So you know, we got to kind of manage with what we got. I'll mow a little bit here and I'll disc a little bit here. You know, that's how I go most falls. That's gonna conclude it for this video. Gave y'all a little bit of what I had. I'm sorry I don't have my drone. I know everybody probably looks forward to the drone montages from what I've understood. And if you haven't went on my community post and voted, please vote. And if you have an opinion on the shirts and merchandise, please let me know. I'm seriously looking into doing it, and I would love to do it. So if y'all want me to do it, let me know, please. I would gladly do it for y'all. For just the basics on what I'm gonna do shirt wise, I'm probably gonna use comfort colors. I mean, you can't beat the comfort colors in my opinion. And I'll have big and tall sizes. Me myself, I'm 6'6", and I'm a big dude. I'm a 2X, and I've got some buddies that are even bigger than me that I gotta get shirts to. So I'll definitely have shirt sizes for most everybody. So y'all please let me know what y'all want, and I will make sure it happens for y'all. Anyways, everybody take care, God bless, and stay tuned for the next one.